All right, welcome back. Day in the life of the Grimwarts. So today we got a few things going on. We're starting with, this is the Mustang. So first off, I'll go over a little background on the Mustang here, and then we'll talk about a common problem that happens to these. We're going to fix a couple things on it this morning. So this is a 1988 Mustang LX 5-liter V8. So this car is my mother-in-law's car, but like most of the cars in the family, they're all coming to me.
Or me.
So anyway, this car only has 69,900 miles on it. So this is one of those, it's been in the garage. You know, they lived up in the Northeast. It rarely went out in the snow. So this car is well taken care of. And so we are going to continue that and work on a couple things and get it fixed up. So what we're working on today is the quarter window motors. I did the passenger side years ago. I don't know how many years now. So today we're going to do the driver's one. They're not really hard, but we'll go through it real quick. And then I got to replace some door panel clips on the bottoms of the door panels. And then this thing will be back ready to go. So pretty much that's what's going on today. So stick around, hang out. Might learn something. All right, out with the seat. Oh, get, no, just gotta push them. Gotta hold your mouth right. Ugh. I just don't remember now what sockets these were.
You gotta take the back out too?
Yeah. There it is. Looks like a 12 or a 13. Alright, should I be energy?
I mean, right now I'm just videoing everything and just playing around.
That's a 12 or a 13.
Can this go down?
Yeah. Stuff's breaking off the seatbelt thing. All right, so next thing is we got to get this back seat back out, and there's two 12, 13 millimeters. I don't remember. We're gonna find out. Nope, not that. It might even be smaller. So maybe a 10 or 11.
You said 2. I was like, what?
I want to say they might be a 10. I don't know, it's been so long since that doesn't seem like it fits either. Nope, it's gotta be an 11. Do everything in millimeters. That's just the way the way I do things. So it's an 11. 11 millimeter. Oh, one on each side. So this is one of those videos, if you got one of these, this is one of those things that it's not that hard to do. It just takes a little bit of time. It's not super physically hard. I mean, anybody can do it. And then, so once you get that done, this just slides up and out. There we go. Or down and out. Down and out. Up and in is how it goes in. Down and out. Like I said, it's been a while. Been a while. Okay, so now.
Oh. That's not the motor.
So now the rest of it is Phillips screws. So here's another thing. Leslie just pointed out.
I was like.
If you're having problems with your top, you would also do this exact same thing, because there's your convertible top motor and the relays. So at this point,
That wasn't hard to get that. So we have to go there.
no, so if you're having a problem with your top, it's all right there. So now there's just a ton of little Phillips screws. Everything, which is great. You know, there's not a lot of plastic clips in this like cars used to have. So that makes it really nice.
Wow, so that whole thing all the way to the floor has to come out?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was just that top piece.
Yeah. Alright, so back here. I don't think that one really goes into anything. It's out. Okay. And now, as you see, so this thing has to come out. And like, be careful, because like that one's just, ours is deteriorating and coming apart. So now what you do is just pick this up a little bit, the kick panel, and then take this, and then you're just going to have to unplug the switch, or you can leave it. So probably what I'm going to do is just unplug this speaker, and then pull this seat belt out, and just kind of move this thing around over here. There we go. It's not.
You only took out the speaker?
I just unplugged the speaker from the. I don't know if I took the whole switch out or what did I do? Maybe I did take the whole. I don't know. Let's see. I don't remember. Not gonna lie. Just. That's just a cover, and then this just snaps in. Maybe that's what I did. Okay, so now you can take this thing and really get it out of your way. All right, so now here is said motor. Here's said motor, and this is just held in this little plastic thing. They just got it stuck with little clips on there, little push-in pins, and there's your motor. And then it goes down right here to the plug. So what I want to do really first is, now that I've got this all undone, let's give it power again. Let's just... Yeah, it's definitely not working. I mean, I checked it the other way with the other switch, but it's just... And I know it's getting power because I can hear it clicking in there. So that's already you know, that's a given. That's you know, people are going to probably say, well, that's the first thing you check. Yeah, you're right. But I can hear it clicking, so I know it's getting power. It's just motor is no good. So now, switch this back to this guy. I think these are 10s as well. No, they're 11. What is that? Oh, that's that right there. So there you go. All you're going to need is an 11mm socket for this whole adventure. And then this thing is just held in. It's got three you know, bolts. 3 bolts. Hold it in. And then you're going to see it just fits, the gears fit in there. So we'll have to take the motor free from the bracket. But that's not a big deal either, as you'll see here in a minute. So there we go. So that's that. So now, we'll leave that there because we don't need it. And then we'll move over here. And then what we got to do is we just change this over. So we're just changing this plate over, how it mounts the car. And that's it. And once you change that over, you're back. And I usually, because I'm not very smart, put things side by side.
I can't believe you just said that.
Well, people have their...
I know that you said you're not very smart.
Well, you do a lot of stuff, you just kind of figure, get things side by side, that way it's easy, it goes right back together.
Absolutely. It's just mimicking what's already there.
So, some of that,
So
and then, so biggest thing you're looking at is these should be the same, you know what I mean? And we can go back later and I might test this later just to make sure. I don't think it's anything in the regulator, I think it's in the motor, so, which we're going to find out here in a minute.
And where'd you get the new motor from?
So this motor is from CJ Pony Parts, and that's just CJ, like the Jeep, ponyparts.com. They specialize in a Mustang. I mean, they have a lot of parts, but years ago they specialized in Mustang stuff. So that's kind of what I had found them. All right, so now this thing just has to fit in the hole. And then we just get these started. And then obviously before we button this whole thing up, we're gonna turn it on and make sure it's doing what it's supposed to.
So 3 bolts going back in to hold it.
Yep. So if you've never taken apart anything else on these, so that gear I was showing you match up, that just matches up to the gears in the window regulator that makes the window go up and down. I'm just going to snug this up real quick. Nothing crazy. And I'm going to plug it in. And hopefully the window goes up and down. Okay, why aren't you on it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, hopefully, There it goes. That's all there is to it. So now, oh, yeah, rocker. We'll just shut this off. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna make sure these are tight. It's a lot easier working with that window out of the way. Switch back to my Phillips. And then, like I said, this stuff is all just, you know, this stuff all just plugs in here. And then these just snap back in. There's little, if you have original stuff, you know, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of Mustangs out there that have been ripped apart over the years. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now we just do everything in reverse. This, snap it back in like that. This we should unscrew in there. Okay, and then the hardest part about this is just you got the seat belt down here. You got to get behind, and then you got to come up over the ledge here for the window. So it is a little bit of a like a balancing act to get it all in the right place, like that. Make sure that seat belt's out, and then you know it's got to come around the rubber here on this side.
Something blocking right there, or is that?
No, that's it.
That's right.
Yeah, it just sits like that. Biggest thing is not getting the seat belt stuck behind there, because that's. So yeah, so now I just put a bunch of screws back in and put it back together. And I try and lay them out. That didn't go in anything. I try and lay them out so when I put them back in, I at least have an idea of where they went. Okay. Oh, I'm getting old, if you can't tell. And if you can't tell, there's still a lot of pollen where we're living. My nose is constantly running. That's awesome. So I apologize for that. But it's just still, everything is blooming. And I do have seasonal allergies, so sorry about that. Okay. Oh, that didn't go in anything. Oh, yeah, I think this tab is broken. That's what it was.
When you pulled it out, you said it felt like it wasn't attaching.
Yeah, I think that tab was broken on the inside. Well, we're gonna just leave it in there, so we know it's there.
Because the seat holds it in, right?
Yeah.
Because it literally.
Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. All right. So now, all right. This is actually also one of the harder parts of this job, is to line these clips up. This is what you just want to make sure these are somewhat centered so you can find them when you put the seat in there.
But you're doing the top first, right?
The back first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's just 3 little tabs. Go under this metal bracket back here. Like that. And then all you got to do is put this bolt in there. Just like that. And then repeat on this side. All right. All right, so now what you didn't really get to see, but on the bottom this seat has little metal prongs. Like rods, and these just snap into these. So what you're going to do is you're going to stuff it down in there.
Point to them again.
These are the rods, both sides. So when the seat's in, you're going to see me kind of push because they have to go over this little ledge and lock in on both sides. But the same thing with the paying attention. Make sure your seat belts are up, because you're not going to want to go back in there and get them. You can kind of hear them hit. And you just push in and down. That's it. Make sure you get your seat belts back here. And that's it. That is one motor. All right, so phase 2. So the other thing that was going on is, obviously, like, this car is just old. It's aging. So while I was ordering parts, I got some more door panel clips, because all these on the bottom, you can see, look, they're barely holding. So what we're going to do, might need to get a Phillips for that speaker, is we're just going to go down. I think there's 4 or 5 in each door. So we're just going to change those out. These are just, so these are kind of a specialty tool, but you can get them at any auto parts store. These are for pulling clips and things like that, plastic clips, and these are just side cutters, dikes, wire cutters, whatever you call them. That's what these are. So it's pretty much just going to be me laying on my back. Get a screwdriver. I'm just going to take this one screw out. Oh, I just dropped it. For the speaker, just to give us a little bit more room. All right. So now, and I got my trusty glasses on. So this will start closer down here. Oh, there we go. All right. I probably should just grab pliers. Guess would have been better. Come on there. Get going. There we go. Yeah. All right, one more.
It's interesting how those go in.
Yeah. So now, so what happens is we call these a version of like Christmas tree clips. In the door, into the, this is gonna be the hard part because this cardboard's old. Yeah. So probably, this is probably easier done if you take the whole thing off, but I was just trying to cheat here. See if I can get them on this way, because it's really just the bottoms that are loose. And it's just because these door panels have obviously been off a few times for different reasons. But so now, oh, we gotta go over there. We gotta go that way. There we go. All right, so now just lining up the holes and pushing it. That's all there is to it.
It's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Well, we'll put this one back. No. Yes. No. All right. Can't see. There we go. All right. Now he won't flop around. All right, so now we're just going to do the same thing over here, and then that's it for this little project. Which again, these are just little upgrades you got to make every once in a while, and these didn't really cost that much. I don't remember what they were for 2 bags of clips, but not that expensive. And then this is something you can do in your driveway to your own car. Not have to pay somebody to do it. Like I said, it's really not super hard. It takes a little time. One more. Okay. Rinse and repeat. Like I said, the biggest thing about these is just making sure your cardboard is still in good shape.
Which most cars nowadays don't have cardboard.
No, they're everything's all plastic now. And you probably, I mean, you don't need to go to CJ Pony Parts to get these, but since I was already ordering that motor, I just went ahead and got them because they have them. I figured it'd all come at the same time, and we could knock this out without a big deal. I'm sure you could probably go to your local auto parts store and you know, they might be able to look it up for you and tell you what you need. Yeah, man, just line them up. You can definitely tell the difference when these snap back in because you hear all those little Christmas trees going back. Going back in. There's a couple more new ones. Then we put the screw back in. Then we put the top back up and might be.
Oh no, wait, that's where the car was.
Oh, yeah, this morning. Okay, so now we're going to put the top up and checked a couple more things off the list. And then, yeah. Here, you want this? Hold down to that just to. All right. Oh, wrong one. That and that. All right. Thanks for watching. We're on to our next adventure.
like that thing, Mommy. It's too loud. I don't like that thing. You're so cute.